Hey y'all, it's your girl Denise coming in with my weekly update about what's new, what's going on, some plugs for the books that I'm doing. Today got a little bit of glow to me. I'm reporting live from the front porch, not the cottage. Had an awesome day. I shouldn't even be talking about this because the cat doesn't even watch this stuff, but it was one of them days. It was a good day. It was an Ice Cube. It was a good day. Started out with a picnic, ended up with, us going over to Canada, having a couple, 2, 3 drinks, some laughs. We just had a good time, and that's what it's all about right now. Just, I'm at eternal peace with everything that's happened over the course of really even just the last 30 days. Finishing up this project for Ariel Rivera, Nightmares and Vultures. He's been working with Mobb Deep for a long time, so I'm just, honored to even be asked to work on something so significant, I think, as a piece of literature, including my work, which is Stay in Your Lane. I just did my first magazine article, and albeit, my homeboy was the person that wrote the article, but it's in Persuade magazine, which is an online source, real jazzy magazine, by the way. And I just, I tried to give answers as honest as I could, because I don't think that people think I'm being honest when I say what I say, and the people that know me know that I'm being honest. But in the book, you'll start to see, my book, which is Stay in Your Lane, you'll start to see why I'm the way that I am. And so, definitely before we get started on what I'm going to talk about this week, I want to send a very, very special happy birthday shout out to my psycho sister in crime, Makisha Rucker. She's down with my CC fam. I first met her because, she had said some things, and I was like, hey, you can't be saying that shit in the public. You want to tell somebody some shit, you call and you tell me, because I understand. So definitely want to send a shout out to her. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Besitos over there on the West Coast. And now we're going to get into the topic of the day, which is this raggedy ass t-shirt I got on. Say love kills slowly. Okay. And it's from Ed Hardy. It's from like 1987. Just some bullshit. I threw it on. It just because I don't come out here scripted. I don't have like a piece of paper that tells me what I should say. But the message this week is definitely hate. These motherfuckers out here got everything real confused. And I think that, everybody, like I said, everybody want to be lollipops and gumdrops and everything is fucking great. Fuck that shit. This week, I told a motherfucker, and I'm going to tell him every day until I don't feel it anymore, I hate your ass. And you know why I hate you? Because I used to love you, right? And so hate comes from two different sources in my world. Ignorance, or the extreme situation where I was in love with you, right? It's one of the two things. And I don't think I really ever hated a motherfucker to this level, like where I was like, if you like fell off the earth, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would go to your funeral and dance on your motherfucking coffin and set your ass on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, on some Eminem, if you was here and something about the bleach, I wouldn't die for you. Like, that's how I feel right now. And the reason I feel that way is because, for both reasons, I was ignorant to some facts. Some people try to point out to me, and I'm like, no, he would never. And it was just, it's funny because it was something so minute. It wasn't even something that was of any real big relevance. I had asked the question. And me being a thoroughbred, like I said, coming up in the 90s, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't ask men questions that I already know the answer to, A. And B, if I'm going to get my feelings hurt, I'll just keep the shit to myself. I'm just not going to ask you about that shit. And, it just something, the Jesus tapped me on the shoulder, because, me and the Jesus is cool. And I say the Jesus because it's only one. Don't get confused. I'm still religious. I curse. I fornicate on occasion, and I drink my liquors. But I'm down with the Jesus, and he know. So the Jesus tapped me on the shoulder. Like, hey, why don't you ask him this question, my child? And so I did, and I got no response. I'm still waiting on the response. And so as the days went by, I'm like, this motherfucker done tricked me. No, not me, And it's funny because you see in the chapter, I talk about this motherfucker. It's Victor, of course, Pink Toothbrush Victor. We call him the same shit. And he tricked me. And the reason that he tricked me is because perhaps maybe I thought that I was something that I wasn't to him. And so that's where the hate starts. And this motherfucker should know me by now that, when you don't talk to me, when you don't have nothing to say to me, this is an issue, because I'm a big communicator. I want to talk about it. Well, what happened, this, that, and the third. This motherfucker refused to answer the question. So what I did in typical thoroughbred form was I had one of my homeboys. He's actually a life coach. He's in his 50s, cancer survivor, awesome dude. You know, I said, look, let me ask you this question. And he, you know, got in the character. He's like, and scene. So I asked him, and he said, well, I don't answer the question for a few reasons. He broke it down. When I tell you that shit broke my heart, and I've been begging this cat to break my heart for like the past 5 years. Just break it. Just break the shit, throw it on the ground, stomp on that shit, mazel tov. Just break it. He won't do it, you know? And so I felt like, you know, I couldn't really move forward in other relationships. I definitely couldn't have physical relationships with people because I felt like I was cheating, like I was dirty, you know, and this ain't even my dude. You know, I never claimed this motherfucker really. You know, I had a special place for him in this Telltale Heart, some Edgar Allan Poe shit. And when that shit, you know, it was so funny because the other day I was watching something and it's like the only good snake is a dead snake. So at this point, this motherfucker is dead to me. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, I didn't need to be, you know, you didn't have to love me, but you definitely have to respect me. And so what people don't understand with me is when I say I hate this motherfucker, and I text message him every day. Hey, it's Sunday. I hope while you in church praying to the Jesus that you, when you fix your face to tell that lie that you burn in hell with a motherfucking gasoline suit on, you fucking coon ass Negro. Dead serious. And I hate you. Did I tell you that I hate you? Okay. Monday, what was today? Today was, hey, you know, it's Monday. You know, no, I didn't do the shards of glass yet. I said, hey, you know, it's Monday. I just want to let you know that I hope you don't get choked out by your own dress socks in a random parking lot. You know, because that's real. And I'm going to tell you that shit every single day until I get what I want. Until you tell me, look, bitch, I didn't fuck with you like that. Or, you know, you have me all confused with somebody else. Oh, I'm married. Or, oh, this is my girlfriend. Or, oh, but, you know, I never, because I'm the queen bee, I never gave a fuck about the other bras. Because, again, you were a bunch of splendid bitches. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all motherfuckers. Really, I'm a narcissist, and I said this before, and I only care about myself. Right? So when I put my feelings out there to tell this person, you know, this is how I'm feeling, and I never asked to be reciprocated because I go by what he was doing. You know, and he was doing a good job. You know, I never had no reason to, you know, and it's funny because he still to this day doesn't know what his purpose was to me, and that's why I can't wait for him to read the book. But I do hate that motherfucker, and the reason that I hate him, and I told him this, is I said, because I think I adored you and just really not looked up to you because we're kind of like the same person, but because I felt like, you know, it's something that we could have worked through if maybe he would have got some help, or maybe I can help him because where he's going, I've already been there. He ain't even, boo-boo, you have not hit rock bottom yet. And when you do, I'm going to be right there to pee on your motherfucking eyeballs and make it sting like vinegar, because that's how motherfucking much I hate you. And people say, you know, you shouldn't say that. No, you shouldn't do that. Fuck that shit. If everybody can run around and say, I love it, I love it, I don't have time for that shit. I don't want to love you no more. You know, I want to hate your ass so that you understand, like, this bitch is crazy. And you should have known when you met me that I was fucking crazy because I told you that I was crazy and you thought it was a game. Right? It's not a game now when you got a bitch text messaging you daily inspirational messages like, you know, hey, when you eat your bagel today, I hope there's not shards of glass in it. That's not saying I was going to do it because I'm up here in New York. You're over there. But what I'm saying is people need to stop acting like hate is just such this bad thing. You know, it's not. It is a human emotion. And since I am void of all other emotion because I'm a goddamn psychopath, there's no other way for me to explain what I'm feeling, and he better be glad that the book is already pretty much done. There's no other way for me to explain to it other than to the level that I loved you is to the level that I hate you. And if you ever see my ass in the street, you should probably run, because remember I told you this cat was little and we could probably share genes, okay? And it's not to say that hate is something that's going to consume my life. I didn't wake up today thinking I hate this motherfucker. No, I woke up today thinking I'm going on a date with this amazing cat. And, you know, things are going to be different. I didn't think about this cat the entire motherfucking time. So I know that, you know, there are certain chapters in my life that are just completely over, and that being one of them. But it still hurts. And so until I stop hurting, that's when I'll stop hating. Okay? I'm not blind to the fact. Ain't nobody gonna pray for me. You don't need to pray for me. I pray to the Jesus every day. Hate is okay, because you know what it does? It motivates. So until I'm done hating this motherfucker, he will get daily inspirational messages from me until I don't feel like doing it anymore. And I think that that's real. Everybody want to talk about fucking 50 Shades of Grey. Fuck that shit. Let's talk about 50 Shades of Hate. It's okay to hate. You mourn that motherfucker's death and you get over it. Okay? But don't sit there and tell me that every day I should be feeling like, oh, the love in your heart, love conquers all. Well, love ain't conquering this motherfucking aching hole in my chest right now. And so until it does, I'm going to say to the day is long, I hate that motherfucker, you. And you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm going to hate your motherfucking ass until you answer the question. When you answer the question, then I'm done. Or until I go and get up underneath somebody else, then I'm done. And we all know that that's about to be a motherfucking factor, don't we? We all know that it's about that time for me to go and knock somebody's head into the headboard. Because you know why? I've been good. I haven't done anything. I've been chilling, you know, and that's just what it is. You know, but this is the life that I chose. You know, I don't blame him. I blame him for being a punk-ass bitch. That's what I blame him for being. I blame him for being a coward and not being able to say to somebody that's his same size and we wear the same size jeans, you know what, bitch, I wasn't fucking with you like that. That's what, you know, that's why. That's why these bitches keep coming to you. That's why my hoes keep coming to you. None of my hoes ever went to him. Ever. And so until that day when I don't feel like hating that motherfucker anymore, when I got something else to be in love with, something else, not someone else. Because this type of shit only comes around like maybe once, twice in a lifetime. I will say that. I loved him, and that's why I hate him. Hate is not all bad. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it, you know, send you to fucking, you know, places where you walking around want to kill a motherfucker. I don't want to kill that motherfucker. For what? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to maybe lay my hands on him? Maybe, perhaps. But why would I do that? That'd be silly. That's what you got a goon squad for. But I wanted to say that. And again, the love is still there. Happy birthday to my girl, Makisha. And cheers. Thank you, and good night.